Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope you are all well during this whole lockdown situation. It is great to speak to you again, as always. I'm at a bit of a loss, to be honest. With the whole lockdown thing, I'm getting really fed up of it, guys. Really fed up. I want to travel, I want to come and see the world. It's disrupted my plans quite severely, and I shouldn't really complain because a lot of people are in the same position and in much worse as well. It's affecting everyone indiscriminately. But like I said, I had big plans this year with this channel. I had big plans to come and visit you guys in America in particular, but also other places around the world. So basically, I've been looking at my stats recently, and it's increasingly obvious to me on this channel that you guys is 82% of you watching are from the United States of America. Big crowd from America, and what you guys want to see is me in America. Because when I post other types of content here, whether that is me in Scotland, whether that's me doing other stuff that's not related to America, this channel tanks, people unsubscribe, and all that kind of stuff. So what people want to see here is about America, but I'm at a bit of a loss, to be honest, about what to create now because I can't come to America, I can't come and visit you guys, and I want to do that content. That's the stuff I want to do. But it's on your in Homeland Security. I don't know what the government function is that controls immigration to America, like tourism and stuff. But there is still an advisory that people from a number of countries around the world are not allowed to visit America. The United Kingdom, where I am, is one of them. So I'm not actually allowed to come and visit America. I am banned. I'm a Scottish person banned from the United States of America. And that is really sad. Because like I said, I wanted to come and visit so many more places. Last year I went to New Orleans. I went to North Carolina. I went to New York and I had a great time. Really loved it. And it really set this channel up nicely for some of the content I was planning on making. But none of that is possible right now. Maybe I don't know when it's going to happen. Maybe towards the end of this year. So I wanted to give you guys a bit of an update on that type of stuff first of all. Like plans for my channel, what I'm going to be doing. I kind of need your ideas down below, please, in the comments. Let me know what you would like to see. There are things you're going to say that are not going to really work on this channel. Like I said, if you say Scotland or whatever, I can't really do those videos. First of all, because I'm stuck in London at the moment with this blooming lockdown. But second of all, is the fact that people unsubscribe when I post those videos to this channel. So this channel is very much focused on America and what you guys want to see me traveling to America and my thoughts on America, blah blah blah. Which is as soon as this lockdown's over, I will get back to, right. But in this kind of in between period now, I'm just a bit of a loss about what I'm going to post. So yeah, thoughts down below, please. But right now, I thought today in this video, because I don't really have anything else to say or show you guys, I thought I would do a video, actually a bit of a vlog, a bit of a life update, because things here have started to change very slowly in the last couple of weeks, 3 weeks maybe I would say, where the lockdown has started to ease so we could travel a little bit more. And I, to be honest with you, felt absolutely marooned here in London, so I wanted to go up to Edinburgh and get my car and bring it back here so that we'd have a little bit more freedom while we're stuck, basically. So I'm going to show you some stuff today in this video, a bit of a vlog update, and that's coming right up. But first of all, I want to show you my experience of leaving our flat in London for the first time in about 3 months. I had not left the doors, basically, to go outside to the outer world for a very long time. So I'm going to show you my first time, basically, today, and then I'm going to show you my trip up to Edinburgh. Hope you guys enjoy it. Like I said, this channel is going to be focused on America once I get back to it, once I can get back to that. I've got a second vlog channel which will be about my vlogs, my daily life, my trips to Scotland, my home, my personal life updates, what I'm working on, all that kind of stuff, where I'll be posting more stuff there regularly too. There's a link down below for that. And I've also launched another channel dedicated to helping people to relax and sleep by recording audio. It's called Ambient Adventures. Again, the link's down below. Please go and check all of those out. Before I get into it, I just want to say as well, guys, I have a Patreon account, and I'm so hugely appreciative to all the people who have signed up to become a member of my Patreon. Basically what happens is anybody who signs up, they pay a monthly fee, and all that money goes back in towards helping me to create content, because it goes towards my expenses. I am about to buy a brand new camera, for example, for vlogging, and it's all the money that I raise through Patreon that allows me to do that. And in return, if you sign up to Patreon, you will get exclusive video content that nobody else gets to see. So please, guys, there is a link down below to that as well. If you would consider signing up, I would be eternally grateful to you. If you'd consider it. There's a link down below, up above, all that kind of stuff. Go and have a look. But that's it for now. Let me take you out into the streets of London and then up to Scotland. This is absolutely surreal. It is the 29th of May 2020, and this, on the 29th of May, is my first day out in London, leaving the flat for around 12, 14 weeks. I've lost count, to be honest, but a very long time. I need to get out though. I'm wearing a mask. I need to get out. I need to see what's going on in the streets. It's such beautiful weather right now here in the city. We've got 24 degrees Celsius, which is amazing for the UK in summer. And I'm excited to get out and see the real world other than a digital screen for the first time in such a long, long time. So I thought I would come out a bit of a walk and take you guys with me. Let's go. So weird coming past Borough Market right here, which on a Friday night would usually be absolutely bouncing. You wouldn't even be able to stand where I am, it'd just be absolutely crammed like sardines. But obviously, with everything that's going on, Borough Market is one of the main casualties of what's going on. Quite ominously, that big 60s looking communist block building is St Thomas Hospital. That's where Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of the UK, was treated for coronavirus. That's where he almost, to be honest with you, almost died. That is where the NHS doctor saved his life, right there. Which means we're on Westminster Bridge, just across from the Parliament, Westminster, where I'm going to turn around and head back home. It's been about a half an hour walk so far. My first ventures out of the house in London since coronavirus took hold, since lockdown. I feel really good to have got out of the house and went for a walk, to be honest. I feel really good. Bit disconcerting that hardly anyone is wearing a mask. Maybe 5% of people are wearing masks. Most of the people who are out and about, to be honest, are quite young, I would say. Teenagers, early 20s, so quite a low risk groups. That's it, made it to Westminster Parliament there behind me. Big Ben, which is all covered up in scaffolding because it's under reformation. And now I'm going to turn around, head back home. I didn't expect to be treated to something like that today. I wasn't expecting to be treated with such good weather either, but look, the sun is splitting the sky in Edinburgh. I've been getting a suntan. We've got this crazy sunbow situation, or sun halo, I don't know what you want to call it. There's probably a technical word for it. If I just zoom out, you'll see better. There's like all these like streaks coming off it as well, which makes it even more impressive. This is my granny's house in Edinburgh. If you look up there in the sky above the tree line, we've got this crazy sunbow situation. What even is going on? There's Justine with Sky. Hello Sky, big giant Sky. And then we've got this crazy, there's Tessie. Hello Tessie. Hello Tessie. Hello Tessie. And then the big sunbow thing happening. That is pretty cool. Wow. You wanna play with the ball? But look what's happening, Tessie, look. Wow, it has been so long since I've vlogged, I think, that I might have forgotten how to do it. But here I am vlogging. And I am no longer in London. The last part of the video that you would have seen me in London a couple of weeks back, I'm now up in Edinburgh in Scotland for a very important reason as we come out of lockdown. So I don't want to feel like if we come back into lockdown, which could happen if there's another second wave, that I'll be stuck in London basically without being able to use public transport, which would be horrible. So I've come up to Edinburgh to collect my wee white car right there and take that back down to London with me, so I can be at least not trapped if something were to happen, if I needed the car to go somewhere. That's why I'm up here in Edinburgh basically. So I thought I would bring you guys on a bit of a journey, bring you with me up to Edinburgh for a bit of a vlog, a bit of an update vlog, life vlog. I've not been doing many of them recently, but I want to do more, so here we are. Welcome everyone, thank you for being here. If you're new, you know what to do, hit subscribe. What is new in my world, apart from being in Edinburgh? You'll notice I've had a bit of a haircut, a bit of a DIY haircut, because all the barbers are still shut in the UK, so Tekka did my hair. Things are starting to get better, lockdown's starting to come down. We are in a better situation, especially here in Scotland. But things are still ropey, so we have to be careful. Other things that are new, I've started a new channel all about audio experiences to help people who suffer with anxiety or who can't sleep. So I'll put a link down below for that if you like to listen to sounds to help you relax. Oh, I'm so excited to get my car back though. I need my car. When I'm in London, we'll no longer be confined to our flat. We can get the car and drive places if we need to. That's going to be a really big boost and a help. The weather is what I would describe as dreich here in Edinburgh. Also, you could call it dank. It is the middle of summer and everything's green. You can hear the birds chirping and all that kind of stuff. But the weather is, like I said, dank. Look at that, proper misty, grey, horrible stuff. Let me just show you who we've got here now. If they're still around, I can see one of them, Caesar, the cat. Hello, Caesar. Meow. Does it like the camera? Where's Sky? There's Sky. Sky.
Oh, you're only this one.
What are you doing, Sky?
Steve.
What are you doing, Sky? Alright, so for my first trip back to Edinburgh for a very long time, like, 4 months, 3 months, thought I had to come up the Royal Mile. I know the virus and all that kind of stuff, social distancing, but it's not actually a problem up here in the city centre of Edinburgh right now. And this is a Saturday night. Saturday night would usually be the busiest time on the Royal Mile. This is the main street of Edinburgh, right? The main tourist street. This place would usually be packed out on a Friday night or a Saturday night, all weekend essentially. And look at it. Now, the weather is obviously rubbish, right? Foggy and dank. But even still, get some really nice photos and stuff when it's like this. But anyway, I thought I'd come up into the high street, and I'm basically all alone here on the Royal Mile in Edinburgh. Obviously to be expected because of COVID and all that. Edinburgh is a city of ghosts and ghost stories. You can really, nights like this, you can really feel it. The city is so you know, spooky, atmospheric, like I said. You see all the closes and everything's just dark and misty. You know, you can probably only see maybe 200-300 meters, I would say, before it starts getting a little bit kind of misty at the back there. But anyway, I wanted to come up here to the Royal Mile and just take a quick walk on my own, just to see what it's like, you know. Like I said, a Saturday night should be buzzing, but on a night like this, during coronavirus, during the pandemic, it's dead as a doornail. So bizarre, so weird. That's one thing in London. I've been out a couple of times during the lockdown in London, and the streets have been quite busy. And I'd say especially over the last couple of weeks. And it's not really like that in Edinburgh. Things are still pretty quiet here, you know. This is the middle of summer as well, should be the height of the tourist season, so it is a bleak year for Scotland. No doubt about it. Anyway, Edinburgh's Royal Mile. This is how it's looking in June 2020. A grim year that I think nobody will soon be forgetting. The thing is, all those pubs, all of these pubs here, famous establishments and shops here, all shut down. And the only thing I can see open in Royal Mile is a chip shop over there. But everything else, all pubs and restaurants, all tourist shops, basically all totally shut down. And have been for a long time. Sad times. This year is an interesting turn of events because all of these things you would see to let in the Royal Mile for the last few years have been Airbnb lets. Airbnb lets in Edinburgh exploded over the last few years with the explosion of tourism, and now a lot of these Royal Mile apartments are going back to people who could be potentially long-term renters because there's obviously nobody staying here. Crazy. Famous Albanach pub, all boarded up. See and smell that Edinburgh is just in full spring bloom at the moment. All the flowers are out. It's absolutely gorgeous, and unfortunately right now I'm about to drive all the way to London. That's the reason I came here, to get my car, so I will have a bit more freedom when I'm down in London at the moment. You can probably hear all the birds and stuff singing around us. It's basically lovely. I love this time of year in Edinburgh. One of my favourite times to come to Edinburgh is spring. So yeah, sad to be leaving. It's also going to be nice to get back to London, to our own flat as well for a while. But we'll be back in Edinburgh very soon, and more updates on that. But one thing that happened this week, so I've been on this kind of diet for my skin for the last month, and I would say it did really well at helping me lose weight, but didn't help my skin whatsoever. First day in Edinburgh, there was a really hot day, and we were out sunbathing out the back, and I got sunburned on my arms, and my skin got, like on my arms in particular where the sunburn was, my skin got like immediately better ever since this week. I can see it just starting to kind of come back a little bit now, but like the sun has just such a big effect, a positive effect on my skin. So I wish we could get more of it, and that's what I usually do in the summer, is go away somewhere like Spain and get the sun, which helps me a lot. But it's one thing I'm going to have to live with, something I'm going to have to live with this year, and that's why I'm doing the diet instead. Anyway, need to get packed, get in the car and get going. It's a much nicer day than it was yesterday. Apparently it's about 10 degrees hotter in London than it is here as well. So another thing I love about being here in Edinburgh is you can hear that amazing noise of all the birds singing. That's really what inspired me to start that other channel about ambient sounds. Ambient Adventures is the channel name. Because that sound of bird song, it helps me when I can't sleep. I put that on in my earphones, and I think there's a lot of people out there who it does help as well. So that is precisely why I started it. That was the inspiration, is the sound of nature that we have here in Scotland. It's absolutely glorious. That's something I miss in London, because all you get down there is the sound of traffic. Okay, we made it all the way down to Weatherby Services, which is still probably considered the north of England, but it's really, I would say, for my purposes, about halfway between London and Edinburgh. And wow, what a difference. The temperature right now here is 24, going on 25 degrees Celsius. I'm going to get a suntan right here, just outside the car, having my hand outside the car. But that is the difference between Edinburgh this morning, when I left, was about 12, 13 degrees. And already here, halfway down the country, it's already, you know, a solid 10 degrees hotter. And that is one of the things I would say definitely massive advantage of being in London down the south rather than Edinburgh, is the weather is always better down here. But we're making good progress. I feel energized. This has been our first stop. Been to the toilet. It's all one-way system, so very safe. Gonna get some fuel and then we are pretty much good to go. On our way down to London. Getting there. Alright guys, that was my update from London and Scotland. My vlog, a bit of a vlog if you like. I've not really done a vlog here for a very long time. Just giving you a bit of insight into kind of what's going on in my life right now. We've got the car here in London now, like I said, which is absolutely great. It's going to give us a lot of freedom to go out there, explore, and see things now in England, close to London, which we couldn't do before. Because I tell you what, I do not want to be getting the tube underground or buses here in London right now, because the virus is still prevalent, it's still here, and it's not safe to do those things. So now having the car gives me a bit of a bio bubble inside the car, a safe bubble for me to go out of the city and see things. And that's the way I'm looking on it. And very soon we'll be able to spend more time in Scotland as well, much more time. So I'm frustrated about a few things. I'm frustrated about that. I'm frustrated mostly about the fact that I cannot come to America to create the content that you guys want to see on this channel. That is really bothering me. So anyway, I've got more updates coming soon. I've got quite a few ideas of stuff I want to do. I just need to keep the content on this channel going, and I want to be doing more content, more life updates like this on my second channel as well. So that's coming. And guys, thank you very much for watching today's episode. I hope you guys are keeping well and safe wherever you are. And that's it. So until the next adventure, until the next update, I hope you have a good night, morning, evening, afternoon, or whatever time of day it is wherever you are in the world. Take care.